Alright, Shalom.
Shalom.
Want to give all praises to
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'Shem
Yahushai,
Ba'Shem Rakah Kodash.
Double honors to the elders and the apostle of GMS. Salutations to the brothers who's pushing this truth out in the few corners of highways and byways. And all praise to Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushai. Guys, it's Monday, 2018, right? The 12th month, the Tour de Force. The Tour de Force date, right? The last day of the so-called 2018, the pagan year, right? And these damn foolish people actually celebrating a new year in the dead of night, right? They actually acknowledge a day from 12 o'clock in the night. And we're gonna prove through scripture this is folly and this is not so. It wasn't so from the beginning. Right? It wasn't so from the beginning. So this is Genesis, book of Genesis, chapter 1 and verse 14. It says, and Yahweh, the powers, right, said, let there be light in the firmament of the heavens. The firmament of the heavens is the sky, right, to divide the days from the night, and let them be for sign and for season and for days and for years, right? Verse 15, it says in the 15th verse, and let them be for light in the heaven and of the heaven to give light upon the earth, and it was so. And Yahweh made two great light, the greater light to rule the day, which is the sun, right, and the lesser light to rule the night. He made the stars also, right? Verse 17, and the powers set them in the firmament of the heaven to give the light upon the earth, right? This basically the elect outside. When they were carrying out the blueprint, this is how they put these things. Basically, the sun, the moon, the stars is to measure time. It's to measure certain things, like season, days, and years, right? Exactly. Verse 18, and to rule over the day and over the night, and to divide the light from the darkness, and the powers saw that it was good. Verse 19, and the evening and the morning was a fourth day. So when the day began, according to the scripture we're going to prove, it's in the evening when the sun go down. That's what we acknowledge, because what come first? The moon. The moon show the stages, right? So when the sun go down, this is when a new day begin. And this is when we're going to prove through scripture.
Yeah, this Psalms 104 verse 19. It says, He appointed the moon for the seasons. The sun knoweth is going down.
And the sun know it is going down, because the sun know when the day end. He brings in the end of the day. The moon ushering the coming of a new day.
This is Sirach chapter 43 and verse 5. Great is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai that made it, and at his commandment it runneth hastily. He made the moon also to serve in our season for a declaration of times and a sign of the world.
And the sign of the world, right? The story show this sign, right? And also we expecting a blood moon eclipse to come in soon, right? To show destruction,
Right.
To show destruction upon this place, right?
This St. John's chapter 19, chapter 20 and verse 19. He was talking when Yahushua, when he was dead, and he rose him back. So just get a point to show you when the day start. This chapter 20 verse 19. Then the same day at evening begins the fourth day. Here say at evening begins the fourth day. They will show you this now. These pastors are gonna say till 12 o'clock at night in the afternoon and say happy New Year's and stuff like that. You they start that's wrong. Cause why the scripture don't cut off. Don't say at evening begin a new day.
So read down a little.
Yeah. Then the same day at evening begins the fourth day of the week. Then the, then the same day at evening begins the first day of the week, when the door was shut, when the disciple was for assembled for pray, their fear of the of the Jews come Yahushua and stood in the midst and say unto them, Please, peace be unto you, peace be unto you. Therefore, those showing Pharisee, the Pharisee, the Jews, they was doing evening, and they start, and they was carrying the same law too. They wasn't going to see till 12 o'clock at night then they start.
If I may say real quick, right, Esau's calendar and Esau's system, is backward because, for example, a new week started yesterday, Sunday, according to Esau, but a new year and a new month gonna start tomorrow. How can a
When
new
the week
year
already
and in a new week, in a new week you get year start, a new month start? No, it's not so.
This is Baruch chapter 6 and verse 60. It says, For sun, moon, and stars, being bright and sent to do their office, are obedient. All right? All these the star, the moon, and the sun, they continue in the office that they were set up to do. All right? So to show 4 times seasons, like according to Genesis chapter 1 and verse 14.
This first Samuel chapter 20 verse 24. So David hid himself in the field, and when the new moon was come, the king sat him down to eat meat. Here, when the new moon was come, the king sat him down to eat meat at the new moon. And the king sat in, and the king sat upon his side as at other time, even upon a side by the wall. And Jonathan arose, and Abner sat by Saul's side, and David spake, and David's face was empty. Nevertheless, Saul spake not anything that day, for he thought something had fall fall befell him. He is not clean. Surely he is not clean. And it come to pass which was the second day of the month. So the new moon is going to be the fourth day, of the month. And I could even start now at Sunday now too, and the month starts at any day in the week. The month starts at new moon will be the fourth day.
Let's go. Quick precept here. Psalms 104 verse 19. He appointed the moon for the season, the sun knoweth his going down. Thou madest darkness, and it is night, wherewithin all the beasts of the forest do it creep forth. The young lion roar after their prey, and seek their meat from Yahweh. The sun ariseth, they gather themselves together, and lay them down in their dens. Man goeth forth unto
Even
his
the
work.
animals know. Even the animals know the changes.
God,
The animals know it,
God.
right?
Right? Verse 23. Man goeth forth to his work and do his labor until the evening. It starts a new day again. See?
Yeah. The precept. This Psalms 82 and verse 5. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk in darkness, on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course. Right? They do not. They don't. One time I noticed on one of the brothers' page on YouTube, some friggin' I know if it's a Edomite somebody to comment and said they can prove to the scripture Sunday, Monday, and Friday is in the scripture, and he went into Nehemiah. And all you have to read is God to talk about the Sabbath coming in on the evening. And he saw Friday, and he read them them Friday, Sunday, and Saturday.
So it's good to tell you
One for Bible church. In Genesis 1 and verse 14. And the power saying, let there be light in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for sign
This what they for?
and for season and for days and years. So you see the light mean the moon gonna show you the days and the year. Because why? The moon show you different season. The moon every day the moon change a different shapes. So it show you a different day.
Yes, Sirach, chapter 43 and verse 7. For the moon is a sign of peace, a light that decreaseth in her perfection.
Here, the moon is a sign of feast. So it show you when it's feast day, right? Like we know when it's Passover and stuff like that.
Verse 8, it says the month is called after her name.
Here the month is called after our name. So therefore mean the moon mean month. Right.
Increasing wonderfully in her changing.
Here in our change, you see that the moon is changed every single day. Show you, hey, if the first day, the second day, the fourth day, the fifth day, the sixth day, the seventh day, the eighth day, the ninth day, something like that, the moon showing you. Go on.
It says, being an instrument of the armies above, shining in the firmament of heaven.
All right, this is Psalms 147 and verse 19. He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgment unto Israel. He had not dealt so with any nation. And as for his judgment, they have not known them. Praise ye Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, right? So Esau's system of how we set up the calendars, right? It doesn't go hand in hand with how Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai set it up. And only the nation of Israel, starting with the election, the house of David is going to understand it in these times.
This is a precept we have to say Romans 11 verse 7. What then? Israel hath not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election had obtained it, and the rest were blinded. Right? As it is written, Yahweh had given them the spirit of slumber, right? Eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear, until this day.
They're in a deep sleep. It's just like Esau, right? Esau goes back to the Garden of Eden, right? Being a serpent, right? Which is a man, right? That serpent, right? When he speaketh words of deceit, right? It's when a snake bites you, what it's do? It put you in a coma, like, right? So they in a sleep, right? With these philosophies and doctrine that you put forth.
And like they only take bites in the ears and eyes. Right? Just to say, right? Verse 9. And David said, let their tables be a snares and a trap and a stumbling block and a recompense unto them. Because they know not the ways, right? And they're just keeping the ways of the or these heathen, which is not profitable, right?
Yeah, this is First Maccabees chapter 1 verse 41. It says, moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people, and every one should leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed to the commandment of the king, right? And the reason why I read this precept is because back in the ancient world, every nation and people had a different calendar. You know, the Israelites, our calendar was 7 days long. All right, the Egyptians, if I remember correctly, their calendar was 4 days long. All right, and different parts of the world, you know, different customs, they had different weeks. All right, their weeks had a different number of days. All right, verse 49. Jump into verse 49. It says, to the end that they might forget the law and change all the ordinances. You see? So right now everything is being run, all right, based on the command of Esau, right? The system, the system of the calendar, is governing the entire world right now, and the Israelites, to the end that we forget our custom, and change the ordinance and start following the devil.
Yeah, praise the Lord. This is Isaiah chapter 66 and verse 23. And it shall come to pass from that from one new moon to another, and from one Sabbath to to another, shall all flesh come to worship before me, says Yahweh. So therefore, from one new moon to another new moon, like how go every month, like 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 every new moon, we keep a Sabbath, the new moon Sabbath, we work with the Most High to the best we have ability to do the last statute commandment until another Sabbath and not to require according to the moon. Like the moon show when the evening or when the day gonna start.
This is Psalm 52 and verse 2. It says, the tongue deceiveth mischief like a sharp razor, working deceitfully. Thou lovest evil more than good, and lying rather than to speak righteousness. Selah, stop and think. Thou lovest all devouring words of thou deceitful tongue. Yahweh shall likewise destroy thee forever. He shall take thee away, and pluck thee out of thy dwelling place, and root thee out of the land of the living. Selah, stop and think. The so-called white man love to do this. Love lying and deceiving our people with his vain customs. Right? Setting up himself to be a power, right? According to 2 Thessalonians chapter 3. Chapter 2 and 3 go down. Right? So the men of the Lord, starting with the election, are not going to follow after the custom of Esau and these other nations. We're going to stick to Yahweh Hashem, Yahushai's commandment, law, statutes, and judgment at the best of our ability.
Right? Some of this was just foolish, right? The day don't begin from 12, and the day certainly don't end at 12, right? From evening, right, or moon ushering a new day, the sun's comes out, and this is when the sun go down. That's the end of the day, right?
Upon top to the 7 days and not this 6 to 6. Those shit that's going up and on too.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you see before 6 o'clock the sun is done set.
And certain time of the year, you also see it's still out.
It's still out before 6 o'clock time. The sun is still out. No shit that way. You get different seasons at different time.
Even in Europe, the sun is still be out 8 o'clock in the evening.
Close off, huh?
Yeah.
So you want to praise
To
Yahweh,
Yahweh, Ba'Hashem Yahushai, Ba'Hashem Ruach Kodash.
double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Sanitation to elect, that pushing the truth in the four corners of the island by ways. Honor to Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai.